Hey, I'm Brian Kurtz with LiveChatToText.com, the premier place where you can learn tips, tricks, and strategies on how you can actually earn real money just by chatting with your friends from your cell phone. Today, we need to cover a really serious topic, which is this whole chat-to-text thing really just a scam? Is it a pyramid scheme that's doomed to failure, doomed to go down in flames because there's really no substance to it? That seems to be a big concern out there right now. On the forums, on the blogs, and on all the different social media sites, anybody that's talking about this is getting a lot of pushback with people saying, hey, this is just a pyramid scheme. Okay, well, let's talk about pyramid schemes and pyramid-style businesses and just pyramids in general, okay? First of all, let's talk about some different business models. The confusion arises because multi-level marketing or network marketing businesses are built on a pyramid structure. Now, actually all businesses, according to Robert Kiyosaki of Rich Dad Poor Dad, are built on a pyramid structure, but that's a different topic for a different day. Let's just focus on network marketing companies, and they are built on a pyramid structure, which often causes them to be associated and confused with a pyramid scheme, especially when a new multi-level marketing company comes out. See, what happens, the general flow of things is something new comes out, comes to the market, it's a network marketing program, and it gets branded as a pyramid scheme by the general public just because it's built on a pyramid style business. The whole concept of, hey, if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it is a duck, right? But here's the big difference there. Certain companies have been always built on network marketing principles, and they've been around for years. Amway, Premier Designs Jewelry, there's a whole host of them. We can go down the list. And what ends up happening is a company starts out and it builds brand recognition over time, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, this whole pyramid scheme stigma just falls away. They're like, hey, everybody knows what Tupperware is. Everybody knows what Amway is. It's not a pyramid scheme. That's a real valid company, and there's just all kinds of people out there selling Amway, right? Well, how come nobody's running around saying Amway's a pyramid scheme? What is the line, and what causes people to shift from, hey, this is a new thing, that must be a pyramid scheme, to Amway's an old thing, that's certainly not a pyramid scheme, right? That's just really the general public's opinion there. What we need to do is we need to draw some really clear lines and determine what is a pyramid scheme and what's not, because people throw that term around and they start branding things as scams when they're not. All right, so if you look on Wikipedia, just go to Wikipedia and type in pyramid scheme, and it's going to tell you that what ends up happening is a pyramid scheme is a business scheme that is built on the concept that people are just going to continually get more and more members, but there's actually no product or service binding anybody together. Nothing binding anybody together, no common ground, no nothing. It's completely fueled, the growth is completely fueled by getting more members to pump in more money into the company, at which point in time, when everybody just figures out, hey, nobody's actually getting anything out of this, they all stop paying and the whole thing collapses in on itself naturally and it just disappears. That is a pyramid scheme. Okay, a pyramid style business, which is all network marketing businesses like Amway, Tupperware, Premier Designs Jewelry, any of the others, Pampered Chef, are also built on pyramid structures. But the thing that binds them together and keeps them cohesive and valid is the fact that there is actually a valid product or service that is being taken advantage of by all the members that are involved with the business structure. So, people that are involved with Amway, they buy soap and beauty products that are from Amway lines. And that's why the company is cohesive and stays together, because everybody actually uses the service. So, the question then comes down to, when relating to chat to text, is there a valid and valuable service or product being associated with this particular business opportunity? If there's not, and it certainly is a pyramid scheme and is doomed to failure, if it is, then probably good to go. So let's think about it. What is really being offered in the chat to text service? What you're having here is it's a new way to integrate the ability to communicate between social media sites and blogs, things like that, and your cell phone. Now, that's all fine and dandy, so it's a service, but is it a valuable service? Does anybody even care about it, right? Let me tell you, we actually have a role model for this right now up and running, and it's called Twitter. All right, so Twitter is up and running, and you can integrate your Twitter feed with your cell phone. And I happen to know some people that are like Twitter addicts. They're total Twitter junkies. They're addicted to this service, and they're always texting back and forth with people that are texting them from their computer, and it goes to their cell phone, and they respond back. And they're constantly doing this. They do it all the time. They consider it an actual online virtual cocktail party. That's how my friend Dennis described it. And he says he is always on his cell phone doing this, twittering back and forth with his friends. Now, we know obviously then that because so many people use it in that manner, the whole concept of somebody's on the computer on a social site typing a message to somebody else who then responds, that is a valuable service. People take it very seriously and use it actually addictively. So does that apply to chat to text? And how does it apply if Twitter's already there? Well, first of all, here's the thing. Chat to text can integrate with a broad horizon, a whole bunch of different platforms. So all your social media sites, some people have 40. They have one profile on every different social media site. And your blogs, you might have 3, 4, 5 blogs that are your own. And what you can do with the chat to text application is you can basically fuse it into the sidebar of pretty much any of your profiles, so that anybody who's visiting from any of your profiles that wants to chat with you can just push one button and they can send a text message to your cell phone. You get it wherever you are, even if you're just sitting in the dentist's office waiting for your kids to get their teeth cleaned, right? So it almost feels like you're always there, always on MySpace, always on Facebook. I'm always on all of these different things all the time. And so somebody who might not use Facebook but they use MySpace, they can get in touch with you. Somebody that doesn't use MySpace but visits your blog, they can get in touch with you. So that is why chat to text is unique and different. It's not limited to only Twitter members. It's available to anybody that wants to connect you on any of your social media profiles. So you have the actual attractiveness, the core benefits that the Twitter users are addictively streaming to, but you also have the ability to be cross-platform and to actually be exposed to far, far more people. In my opinion, that means that the chat to text service is a valuable and cohesive service, which means it is not a pyramid scheme. It is not a scam, which is why I signed up, and you probably should too.